Today I'm here with my mate Ben Stokes. Let's do it again.
See, this is what we need. This shit. Yeah.
One sec. Tell us why you got involved in this course.
Okay.
What do you see the change that's happened with the village and the children, and what is the school achieving in 5 years?
That's a good question.
Welcome to the 3-2-1. 3 minutes, 2 questions, 1 interview, no script. Today I'm here with my mate Ben Stokes of Boston Stanley.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
It's a pleasure to have you on here, mate. Right, Ben, in about a minute, tell us about yourself and a bit about what you're doing at the moment.
Sure. I guess a little bit about myself. So I'm married and we've got one little beautiful boy who's 2 years old. We've got another child on the way, so he or she is about 4 to 6 weeks away, so that's keeping us pretty busy, the preparations for that at the moment.
Congratulations.
I've also got I own a business, so Boston Stanley, as you mentioned before, is a recruitment business, and we provide recruitment services for the accounting and financial planning industries. In my spare time, my focus at the moment is probably playing golf. And taking up a fair bit of my time at the moment is a charity fundraiser that we're doing at the moment to build a school in Cambodia. So in a bit of a nutshell, that's probably me at the moment, Jace.
Right, okay. And golf, good or badly?
Horrible. Yeah, horrible. Genuinely really is bad.
Right, just under the minute there. So that's where you and I met, was through a mutual connection of ours, Steve Archibald, who's also been on the 3-2-1, who introduced us in regards to your recruiting 10 people around Perth, or have recruited 10 people around Perth, to build this school. So tell us why, in about a minute, tell us why you got involved in this course.
Okay. In 2010, my wife and I did a backpacking trip, and we spent a fair amount of that time in Southeast Asia. So we visited Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and the last leg of the trip was moving into Cambodia. And I remember at the time that a lot of the other people that were backpacking said to us, it can be a little bit of a culture shock when you hit Cambodia, because the poverty and all those sorts of things really do sort of hit you in the face. And at the time I thought, I've seen quite a bit of poverty in some of these other countries, how different can it be, right? So I remember sitting on the bus, and we go across, and we cross over to the border of Cambodia, and it's almost instant. You can see amputees from the recent civil war that they've had. The poverty's quite in your face. There's corruption. There's a number of different social issues, and it really does. It's quite confronting, mate. And so, for me, it was a little bit of a catalyst to say, at some point in my life, I feel like I need to go back and do something to give back, and that for me was a relatively obvious choice, right? Because I'd seen a lot of those things during that trip. So that's the why in a bit of a nutshell, Jess.
Yeah. Okay, cool, good answer. Now we're raising funds at the moment. The plan is to have this building completed early next year.
Correct. Yep.
So 5 years from early next year.
Yep.
What do you see the change that's happened with the village and the children, and what is the school achieving in 5 years?
That's a good question, mate. I think in 5 years' time, probably one of the things that would be particularly important to me is sort of being a KPI, if you want to call it that, is seeing the number of enrolments into school increase. So the structure that's there at the moment is sort of open air. It's dirt floors. It's not really sort of structurally sound. When the monsoon season kicks in, the rain comes in, and kids don't rock up to school, right? So I think with the structure that we're building, I hope to see an increase in enrolments and kids attending school, when it's monsoon season. Part of the fundraiser is to build a solar power station at the school. That's to power the school, but it's also to give one of the local villages a small business opportunity, right? Because instead of some of the local villages using fossil fuels to power their homes, they're going to have batteries that they're able to recharge and pay a small fee to someone who's running a business there as part of the school. So it creates a business opportunity for someone, but it also contributes to the sustainability of the funding towards the school, right? So a small business opportunity for someone, local community, using the batteries instead of fossil fuels, an increase in enrolments, and just an engaged community. You know, like one of the ways that we're doing it is having some of the local community feeling empowered as part of the build process, and so it's really important that those guys are engaged in the school. So we've got an engaged community, the small business opportunity, and we've got an increase in enrolments, mate. I'm wrapped.
That's a great vision, mate.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and look, I didn't even start the timer on the last minute.
There you go. Probably went too long.
No, that's fantastic. Right, Ben.
Thanks for having me, Jace. No worries. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time.
This has been the 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.